And even when there's no story on a certain day in Cleveland sports, something always happens. That's what happened today, the announcement of Carlos Carrasco in a blood disorder, and that's horrible, terrible news for him, although we don't know how bad it is. But the Indians had a blood disorder last year, right?
Yeah, it was something along those lines with Leonys Martin.
Yeah, not saying it's the same situation.
You wouldn't want to do that because Leonys was at death's door virtually immediately, or at least that's how we learned of it. But the first thing you think about is Carlos and his family, that this is going to be something that can be solved. But the fact of the matter is, it's not every day that a player goes on the IL with a blood disorder.
Right, you don't hear about that.
It is alarming. And the fact that he spoke to the team, and I think that's what we were told, right?
Yeah,
he
and
spoke
Francona
to address the team or something.
Francona had said that he had been lethargic for the last couple of weeks, so that's what they found.
Yeah, we have to wait and not rush to try to play doctor, but it's concerning to say the least. And the first thing you think about is the human before you think about the player.
All right, so the team knew about it before the game, and when you watch the game, if you watched it on TV, as the home runs were flying out, they really seemed excited. They didn't seem like they had a care in the world. Baseball is baseball.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing how players are able to compartmentalize. They are. Professional athletes in general, not just baseball players. They're able to put bad news aside for 3 hours and go out and compete, and then, they understand again. Or if it's not even, it could be on the subconscious mind, but they're able to perform despite bad news around them.
From a baseball standpoint, it was a game they had to have, really, if they want to get back in. I don't know if they can get back in, but I think they needed a sweep in this 3-game series. And Carlos was supposed to pitch tonight, but instead it'll be Tyler-Clippard. Where'd that come from?
Well, that's the classic opener of the Tampa Bay Rays ilk.
Right.
So we'll see. I mean, maybe the Indians relax. Maybe they feel like, okay, this is a game that the Twins think they have to get because we lost Carrasco and we have to put in Clippard. And so maybe the Indians relax in that way and possibly steal it. I would think that to be mentioned as a AL Central contender, you've got to sweep these guys. I don't think you can have the Twins leave this series up 10.5,
only
which is losing
2
of 3. So, or winning 2 of 3 for the Indians, losing 2 of 3 for the Twins. So I think you have to sweep in order to feel like you have some sort of a chance, not legitimate.
So the way it's worded by the Indians, that Carrasco will step away from baseball due to the blood disorder, and more word will come when the family wants to release information about that. So we will certainly honor that.
That's the law, too. That's the HIPAA law.
Absolutely.
You can't disclose that information.
All right, Mike-Clevinger is expected to start tomorrow in Columbus. Let's take a look at the starting pitchers who've been on the injured list this year. Here you see Carrasco, and today's on the IL. Blood condition is the way we can word it. Mike-Clevinger, of course, has back issues, and he will be pitching in Columbus tomorrow. Then you go down to Corey-Kluber. You know his situation with a broken right arm. And Jefry-Rodriguez has not pitched very well, but he's got a right shoulder strain. Cody-Anderson on the 7-day IL with an elbow problem, and Danny-Salazar, who knows where he is.
Yeah, I don't even include Salazar on that list, really. But I mean, I get it. I understand why he's on there. But for me, mentally, I don't put Salazar on that type of list.
But they paid $4 million for him. Adam-Plutko likely will be recalled from Columbus, although they haven't said that yet. In AAA, he's had 4 starts this season, 2 in MLB, and you see the list down there. He's actually pitched better in AAA than he has with the Indians.
Well, those ERAs are pretty ginormous. I can't believe that's Plutko's ERA in AAA. I mean, that he's given up 13 earned in 15 innings. I haven't followed him closely enough, but I still like him as a stopgap measure.
All right, there's